Our own Steve Large is breaking down tonight's debate with some local reaction for us in tonight's Politics at Large. Hi, Steve.
Hi, Marley. Yeah, Tony. Yeah, we had the opportunity to talk to local Democrat and Republican strategists about how they felt as they watched this debate. And no surprise, California and Kamala Harris's record here did make it onto the debate stage.
The real family separation policy in this country is, unfortunately, Kamala Harris's wide open southern border.
She's the only person in this race who prosecuted transnational gangs for human trafficking.
Vance versus Walz and political rhetoric versus political records.
Because you've got to play whack-a-mole.
Donald Trump had 4 years.
Kamala Harris's time as California Attorney General came into focus on this debate stage. California has 1.85 million undocumented immigrants, the most of any state. There are 11 million in the country. Tab Berg is a Republican strategist.
I think Californians are just as frustrated as the rest of the country with the immigration status. And I think that the Walz-Harris campaign is making a colossal blunder trying to sell people on the fact that, or the falsehood, that they've actually made a difference.
I think the first thing that we do is we start with the criminal migrants.
J.D. Vance answered questions about Trump's mass deportation plan. The Democratic strategist Roger Salazar said danced around the issue of family separation.
One of the things that I noticed with J.D. Vance is, as he's trying to walk the line, between being, an oppressive, sort of regime and not sounding like it.
The question is whether this debate is going to matter much at all.
Political columnist and author Dan Moraine believes Vance softened his image and Tim Walz came off as authentic.
I think each candidate, Vance and Walz, both passed a bar, which is sort of medium low.
The final debate in this race for the White House. This pair of vice presidential candidates surviving with no moments of glory and no gaffes. Now, hard to believe Election Day is a month away, but even harder to believe early voting in California begins next week. In fact, less than a week away.